Hey everybody, today is day 4 of a 100-day monk mode challenge, and today we'll start by reviewing the rules and my schedule and how I am following that as a founder of branding agency, and then I'll go into the insight that I caught from this day from talking to clients and other stuff. So the rules that I have is no dopamine, 30 minutes of sport, 10 minutes of meditation, 6 hours of sleep and organic food, 4 hour working blocks a day, and 1 block for money making moves. No dopamine. By that I included all the dopamine, fast dopamine stuff is alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, music, films, series, social media, and all this stuff. So alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, films, series are doing pretty good. Social media is doing really bad since I have to post content for the agency and for my personal account, since I'm still trying to keep up my personal brand as well, somehow afloat, and it is really hard. I said that yesterday in the video, but you cannot just block yourself from the ads, from the reels, from anything in this world. We are so overwhelmed with all these ads and reels and stuff. You cannot just hide yourself from it. A friend would show that to you. You will walk on down the street and you will see like hundreds of ads there. Even I moved to the village for some time, but I still see tons of ads. You cannot just hide from social media. Music, same. It is everywhere, especially those songs where you're listening to the lyrics and you understand it's total bullshit. Runners have a joke, insider joke, when they are going on a hard runs and really long runs, and they're listening to rap music about drugs and bitches and stuff, and they are doing really healthy with their lifestyle. That's how I do my runs. But essentially, it affects your brain. It affects how you're thinking. All that you're consuming, it affects you. So I tried to cut down on that, and I'm now running 2 podcasts. So hope I will last. Another is sugar is not allowed. Yeah, I'm still good with that. I made exception for coffee and educational content, and here I wanted to point out, and I'll talk about this later in this video, that while I am working, there are blocks, for example, really manual or like mechanical movements that can be done without thinking much, and sometimes when you're working 12 hours a day you get bored, like you really get bored, and working without any content on the side, any music, anything moving is really boring, and it's really hard, and you might get sleepy or just slower, not keep the rhythm of your work. So I tried for, I guess, for the first day today, switching like adjusting the rules a little bit, and turning on some podcasts in the background for these moments when I'm getting bored, and it actually helped. Plus, I saved up some time on education, because I was allowed to listen to educational content only in off the work time, and I had just like a couple of minutes of work time, and I couldn't even listen to 1 podcast in a day just because I was that busy. So now I'm switching to that, and I actually learned some things. I just was listening to Alex Ramosi, or somebody who's talking really fast and really efficiently, so I think it helped me. So I'll talk about adjusting the rules a little bit later then. 30 minutes of sports, I did even more, like an hour a day of sports consistently. It's doing perfect for me. 10 minutes of meditation. Maybe I haven't mastered the art of meditation. I tried that for several times in my life. For now, it's just cool to do that in the morning when I'm waking up, but haven't seen much of a difference. I see more of a difference analyzing the day with these videos every day consistently, and writing down insights is helping a lot, and running or sport is helping a lot. I see the result from this, the output, right? For the meditation so far, no results. Maybe I don't see that. Maybe I'll see that later in the day, so I'll just stick with that. That's not that hard. 10 minutes is not hard. So for now, no result. 6 hours of sleep and organic food. Yeah, I managed to do that. But I managed to do a little bit more than that. After 12-hour working day and 1 hour or sometimes even up to 2 hours of workout, your body is getting really stressed, and it really like your muscles are really sore. So when you're sleeping and you have to wake up at 4 a.m., 2 days I slept in, like today and yesterday. I did sleep in, and I had extra 2 and 4 hours taken out of my working day, which was pretty bad to start the day off like that. But well, how can I like stay mad at myself if I can have to do the work? So just okay, let's keep that. That was a mistake. I'll say what I can do with that later. But so far we keep going just like that. 3 or 4 hour working blocks a day. Yeah, that worked all the time except for the times when I slept in. And 1 block for money making moves. So today, that was the first time when I skipped money making block. I had to sacrifice that for 3 projects that I'm leading right now. And tomorrow at 5 a.m. I have a call with a client and I have to present the ideas. And today's evening I have to do sports again, and I have like nothing to present to the client. So well, I guess my night's gonna be like isn't gonna be over soon. So these money making moves have been sacrificed, and I'll explain also why later. The schedule that I have is from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. I have breakfast meditation. From 5 to 9 a.m. I do have first maker block where I create stuff. Then I have a rest from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I do have money making moves block, and from 3 to 7 p.m. I do have my project management block. From 7 to 9 I can do sports, record insights for you, and chill. Not that much time to chill, but so far this yeah, I want to move to the insights. I need to open my insights that I've written down. So this is the first day when I'm not sad about not having much rest, not having much parties or communication, or just wasting my time. I did feel when you're feeling really high, you're getting really low. I did feel for the first couple of days a bit depressed. Like, okay, do I really have to do this for 100 days? It's a little bit sad. Right now, I'm a bit used to this, and it's getting like my work is getting really interesting, and sometimes I do like have more than enough communication at work, and I think that this day was for some reason not that honestly emotionally stable for me. I rarely have these moments. I try to keep myself pretty organized, but today just, I don't know, something happened. I didn't pretty much started the day productively, so it got unorganized. I skipped money making block, and it just went a little bit emotional. So I'm not bored at all, not a tiny bit. And let's move to the insights. So the first insight is productivity and motivation is more important for me than quiet mind. So I can consume now podcasts. Yes. So the first insight was actually about getting flexible according to my values. Yesterday I was talking to you about stuff like value-based decisions. So we all have our values, right? We have some things like wealth, family, fitness. What are other things? Maybe traveling or mind clarity, or being like keeping yourself educated, intelligent. We have really different things and values. We just have to be take a time and at some point figure out honestly which things are important to us and in which order, what is the priority. And according to that, we have to set up the day and like the time from when we are waking up and when we're going to bed. So my schedule of monk mode was based around some values like building the agency or building wealth. For me, these are like purpose and money making block that are in sync. That's really great. So for me, this is number one. Value number second is fitness, and only then comes everything else. That's a bit selfish, but that's so far how I function. And I figured that the schedule that I have should actually be based around that. And I was basing this monk mode around creating clear mind, around not being too hectic about being organized, right? But then, what is the problem? When I started working 12-hour like period in a day, not consuming any content, not like being really organized, my mind got more quiet, but it didn't get more productive. Only when I feed myself a lot with motivational content, with educational podcasts, I do feel a bit more boosted. I do feel a bit more motivated. So I'm gonna love myself that, and I'm gonna adjust the rules accordingly. The second thing is I prioritized rest to stay productive. Yeah. So my value number one is building agency and wealth. So I gotta stay productive. In order to do that, I need some rest. I do not need those long, really long hours that are not productive, right? So I would rather, if I'm sleeping in, I decided that's a good thing. I can sacrifice 2 to 4 hours of my work time to rest, like real rest, not scrolling on TikTok or doing stuff, to sleeping or to actually resting in the nature or to doing sports or to eating well, just to be more productive and just to create more outcome and more value for the agency and for myself. So that's how I'm adjusting the rules. And this third adjustment that I did today, I skipped money making block. I sacrificed the schedule. I sacrificed being organized for as well for wealth for the agency for long-term clients. So we do work with Baby Resume, and this is our hopefully long-term, like moving forward, really great client. And we had some miscommunication, honestly. So I did spend some extra time today resolving that, and I think this is how I prioritized the agency, long-term friendship, collaboration, and partnership over just being organized and these stupid rules. So yeah, do rules have to step back sometimes if it's all aligned. Maybe I'm over analyzing stuff sometimes. We don't know. Another insight. Sometimes you have to take a step back in order to move forward. The goals that I had personally for the first week, so I'm not gonna go in details. I had a financial goal, the first one. Then I had a goal of I forgot what that was of accomplishing some project, right? And the third goal was running 10 kilometers and starting to learn to do pull-ups. So this physical stuff, the third stuff, I really started learning to do pull-ups. It's going not that well so far, but we're getting there. And from 10 kilometers, I just ran 5K yesterday, but haven't yet run 10. Now, the financial and project goals for the agency, they are not going that well. I decided that it is not possible in this first week to accomplish them because there are things that are stagnant, that are pulling me backwards. These are 3 projects: website for Baby Resume and 2 pro bono cases that I took over. Just to have them in portfolio. They are pretty creative. I can name them because clients agreed to for them to be public. So the first one is Inspire Tomorrow Education, and the second one is Saturday Run Club. And since I took them over, I didn't expect my team to be not paid for the work. That was voluntarily my decision. I have to complete them before I take on any other projects for the agency, any other projects for my team that I can't manage, that I won't have time for. So I'm moving a little bit back. Also, I'm moving back in terms of lead generation. So we had our lead generator working for us for 2 months, and we had a bit of a problem in the system, in I guess the scope of work and the offer that we're presenting. So we hit the pause today. Just now in the evening, I messaged the lead generator and I said that we're gonna hit a pause for a month at least, for us to change and fix the process and then go back. Oh my god, there is a bee trying to get in the camera. Okay, I'm not gonna cut this out. It's really interesting. So I'm taking a step backwards in terms of generating money and project for the agency. And I have to deal first with the projects that we have and I have to deal first with the offer that we are presenting, and only then go full in lead generation. It's a little bit sad because, you know, you want things to happen immediately. I'm pretty not patient. I love things done here and really fast, and I really wanted to have success just now. Everybody wants that. But things are not going this way, and there are problems, there are obstacles, so you have to fix them and then get back on the track. Change your tires, right, in order to continue the race. Another insight. Audience, oh no, I have gained 60% of the things I was supposed to do in the first week. Yes, it is day number 4 out of 7 first days. So I think having achieved 60% of my goals is pretty reasonable. Even if I achieve a bit less, I'm still gonna make progress. I'm still gonna learn a lot. Now, but I'm not stepping back. The challenge is on. Insight number 6. Audience likes raw and relevant content. I just talked to my client, as I said today, and yeah, okay, I'm gonna name the names. And she said that the fact that these videos are raw and not edited, are not polished, it's maybe interesting, and this bee that just flew in the camera was pretty interesting. And the reason why I'm recording it like this is I do not have much time for the editing or for the post-production. It's just to create the credibility of us building the agency, of me growing with that, and for you to see that we are serious about it. So we're gonna keep posting this content. If you really hate the quality or something is off, yes, let me know. But I do see how much is off in these videos. I just want to keep this raw and at least keep it going. Insight number 7. In the long run, you will not remember one more hour you dedicated to the project. You will only see the result you have achieved with that. So this might be really hard in a day when you're creating. Let's say you're building a business, you are starting out new thing, because we're targeting people who are building business, right? I'm really trying to stay relevant here. And it is hard because you're taking meetings and you're hiring people. They are not working the way you would like them to do, and your team is not put together, or you are not earning that much, or you are not making sales enough, etc. And sometimes you have to put in the extra hour, the extra night. Sometimes you are feeling like really off. You haven't done sport. I honestly, when I was working on the agency for the last year, I had periods when I didn't do sports, like for half a year or something. I was a huge fan of sports, but I didn't do that just because I felt like I had no time. Some days, that wasn't just one day. I had maybe like 7 or like up to 10 days in a year when I just didn't sleep at all. I would just function 2 days exactly in a row, and 2 days with a full schedule with calls at 3 a.m. That's how I did it, and it wasn't perfect. It was like devastating for the body, for the mind. You didn't feel like you were seeing any results. But if you are looking back, like in a half a year or year back, you will actually see, even if not huge, but some progress, and things are going to be different. For me, things are a little bit more stable than they were a year ago. So at least I have to be proud of that. And if that's hard for you right now, it's hard for everybody. And you just have to, give this gift to yourself in the future. Sacrifice time now for yourself in the future. You'll appreciate that in 5 years, 2 years. And me doing this video, honestly, every day I am about to record this video, I do not feel good because I'm tired after the day. I don't look good. I want to go chill and make some rest. It's not that easy to talk. Like, I have people like walking, there is a street in front of me, and I have people just walking here and there, and I'm trying to be focused, not to be distracted. I feel awkward, I feel weird. Not everybody understands what I'm doing, but I'm giving this gift to myself in the future. It's crazy, it's weird right now, it's hard, but well, it's gonna bring me someday, somewhere. And one more insight. I have been putting content out there all this time, like for since November for the agency. And before that, I used to be a mentor in UI and UX design, so I would put content since I was like at school. And no one cares. So why do you think people will adore and pray to your business once you launch? There is really no magic pill about this content building brand and business. There is no just one viral piece of content you can post. Like you can calculate through all of that, post this one first post, and everybody's going to be so amazed with what you've done, and you're going to get famous, wealthy, and all this stuff in one day. There is literally no magic pill in no sphere. So people who are going viral, these are people who have tried and failed. Like they have failed so many times that they cannot fail another time, right? And that's the motto that I have. Like if I am working that much, if I'm putting so much out there, if I'm trying so much, like I cannot fail at the end. I can be failing many times, but once I might win. And that's the chance that I'm betting on. So I really noticed that I no longer care what I'm putting out there, what I'm saying out there. It's not that I do not care. I sometimes even do this for myself, for my own like analysis of the business or thinking process, just to keep disciplined, just to keep track of my days. You know, like having a family album, but I do have my YouTube album, and you can learn, I guess, now everything about me and all these thoughts and motivations behind those videos. I would even sometimes get weird when I would meet new people, and at first I seem pretty like as a pretty regular person until they figure out something about my social media or the agency. Then they start scrolling through all of those videos and pulling all of them, and I don't know whether I should be proud of having worked that long and that consistent, right, and like really pursuing my goal, or should it be a little bit more ashamed of like doing the same stupid thing, repeating the same stupid thing all over again, when it's not giving like that incredibly shocking results with 110 subscribers. But I do love my 110 subscribers. So what I was saying out there, please like do not overthink when you're starting the business or starting posting something. Do not overthink that. Nobody's gonna notice you for the first 4 years, maybe a little bit less if you have more money for marketing, for promotion, if you think the quality of the videos more and you have a bit more legit guests, then it's gonna take you less. But still, nobody cares what you're putting out there. And one more insight. Beauty or pretty is actually a tool, use it. I heard that somewhere yesterday, and it's really interesting. It really is. So I don't consider myself to be the most beautiful person on earth. It's like not even close. Maybe mediocre, maybe somewhere around mediocre, but who cares? Nobody cares. I figured that I did not care about that since high school. So, but sometimes when you play things right, when you can do the hair or the makeup or the setup right, the conditions right, you can pull out the beauty card, right? If I'm talking to like girl business owners, founders, people who are trying to build the audience online, etc., people actually look at the cover first, and if the cover is pleasant, they are gonna keep looking, keep watching that, because at least the appearance would not be irritating. So it's already a nice thing. Plus, you're gonna feel more whenever you're looking good, you're feeling more confident. Whenever your actually business or branding, yeah, that's the reference, is looking good, you're gonna feel more confident about your product. Same about yourself. And this actually works. I never was huge on pulling out this card or practicing that. I felt like that was cheating, that was below me, and I cannot do that. But I tried that out in life a couple of times recently, just as a joke, and it actually worked. People did pay attention more, so I do not know yet how. I always promise to myself that I'm gonna make these videos of higher quality, or I'm gonna like get ready more for these videos, like get dressed, do something with my face or with my hair, not just wear this hat that is maybe annoying everybody for the whole year. Because definitely people around me are saying that I gotta change it. I probably have to. Haven't found the right replacement yet. What I was saying. So yeah, that's the thing I'm gonna try out, pulling out the beauty card. And since my audience is founders of medium level businesses, like new ones or existing that need rebranding, I believe in US mostly, I believe that some part of this audience might be interested in good looking appearances. So we'll try that out and test it out soon in the social media. Another insight, it's pretty interesting. Let's I'm getting too much personal in this monk mode, not all about the agency. Do not restrict yourself, right? TOO.BADASS. I called the agency TOO.BADASS when I was in a period of my life when I didn't care what everybody would think, what people would say, etc. But these periods, like get fluctuated, and I sometimes forget about the initial idea with which I started the agency, about being TOO.BADASS, like doing the shit nobody cares about. I went so far in doing this stuff and not caring about what people think in my everyday life, being like super badass, that I started feeling that my friends or like people around me in the team in business do not no longer like can relate to me or understand what I'm doing. Like I'm doing too much. And I just wanted to remind those people who are doing like who have more potential than they actually do, stop limiting yourself. Really, nobody cares. I have been limiting myself for some time with making crazy videos. For example, I would do a video with a goat, like with somebody like throwing water on me, or just me sitting in a tree, or just running, or like swimming with a book, or doing crazy stuff. And I would have people saying to me, really, like, this is such a because that's such a stupid thing. Like this thing from a kindergarten. Like, are you 22 years old or are you like 5? And I would take it close to my heart, and I would be like, yeah, that's really not respectable enough. That's not me as a serious business owner. That's like silly. This is below me. It's not. Actually, you shouldn't care about what people think. And I just had one more insight today about criticism. I guess that was from Alex Hormozy in his podcast. So he said, if you're doing nothing, people are going to criticize you for doing nothing. If you're doing something, people are going to criticize you because you're doing that not the way they like, not getting the results that somebody would expect from you. And also, people who are doing better than you, they're gonna applaud you, and people who are doing worse than you, they're gonna criticize you. So it's like a stable cost. It's the steady cost, and you always gonna pay this cost of being criticized. So who cares? Just do the stuff. And the last insight is poverty, loves, and decision. I did make today 2 decisions in agency. The first one I won't tell you yet. The second one is just he didn't pause on the lead generation for a month, just because I calculated the costs and they didn't match. So I would make the decision right away in 5 minutes, and I would just let the person go, just have the whole conversation, analyze the whole process. That was fast decision, and I think I haven't yet thought it through yet. I did calculate that. I did consult with ChatGPT, and I was sensible, and it seems sensible to me right now. And I'm really proud of making that decision really fast. But we'll see how it turns out. I'm learning to make decisions really fast. So these are all the insights from day number 4. I still have 96 days to go. That's crazy. we'll keep in touch and we'll see how it goes. Oh my god.